Hey, this is baby. Um, I'm gonna have to tell y'all something, man. The Karmic done lost her mind. Like for real. She lost her mind. And I think she lost her mind because she got exposed. And not only did she get exposed by me, but she I think she realized who exposed her was divine masculine, basically. Anyway, so she got exposed in October. But I didn't tell y'all. No, I had the dream in October. She got exposed. I didn't know who she was or anything until um it was the 12/12 portal. Um It had to be January. But anyway, it's on one of my videos when she was exposed. It had to be January. Oh no, what's 12/12 portal? That was December. Time has gone by so fast, it seems like it. Well, anyway, so she was exposed. Like the person in my dream, I seen her face and how she looked, everything. So she was exposed because he exposed her. And I was like, oh my God, this is her. So when he exposed her, I made sure that I blocked her where she could not see any of my IG and things like that, right? I blocked her and everything. Why? This is just recently. Why she changed her IG? So I had to block her and everything all over again. And when I did that, reason why I know it worked, when I did that, he reached out to me and we spent some time together. And I know she didn't like that. And we had a nice time. And it was weird. It was weird. I felt it too. And I was like, okay, let me tell y'all this dream. Because I was supposed to download the video, but I didn't. I'm just gonna recap on the dream that happened to me in October. And she's a karmic. And I don't know if they even was having sex. I know how she looks. She was brown skin, light brown skin. I know her name. She's a Scorpio. And she's supposed to have this quote business, which is fake. I'm not going to go into detail, but yeah. So in my dream, I had this dream 3 times. And the third time I was like, oh my God, I got to do something because it was just too real. And I kept on having it till I realized that I have to do something about it. So in the dream, I was sitting on his couch in his house, okay, like I normally do. And he wasn't there. What happened, because sometimes he does that. I'll be there and he'll go to the grocery store or what have you, do whatever. And I'll be at the house, And this time I was sitting there and she just come out of nowhere. And she had on this lingerie. And she was flouncing herself in front of me. Like she half-assed, like she was flirting or something. So she might go both ways. That's the feeling I got. And she's like, well, I have the key. And I can come in and out of his house anytime I want to. I controls that. And I just looked at her like, really? And she got these lashes on, all this made up. She's like made up. And I'm not like that. I'll get made up or whatever, not all the time, and then there's light makeup, but she was like, I think that's what she does. I don't know. So anyway, and I was like, okay. And I'm thinking to myself, why are you here? Okay. I was really acting like, I really don't care. Like, okay, that's y'all business. But that's how I am though. I'm the type of person if you want me, you want me. If you don't, you don't. Okay, I know my worth, basically. Like, so if you think you could do better, you feel like you got somebody better, I'm happy for you. Do that, but just leave me alone. That's how I feel. Anyway, so and she just flaunts herself. And then she walked out the house. But then her friends came. It was two of them. And they came and they was saying this. It's like, yes, that, yes. You ain't running nothing. Just talking. You ain't running nothing. We got the key too. And when she can't talk to him, we talk to him. So I'm like, I felt kind of like, why y'all trying to gang on me and he's not here? Basically, that's what they was trying to do. So while they was talking noise, I don't know what they was planning to do, but I just know my spirit guides was like, all of a sudden, lights start coming, like balls of light, came through, and then they was walking fast, like they was leaving, and then, I heard the spirits like, no, you're not going to come into our space like this. Like they was invading my space, my territory. So they was in my in my dream or what have you, right? And so and then I started thinking, I started like talking to them, and I was like, you do black magic. I was like, that's the key. You controlling him with black magic. You are doing stuff out of evil. I'm like, that is just evil. And she thought it was funny. And so they leave, like they go to another house, but my spirit guides was upset. They was like, oh no. So they went, so we all went over to their house. I was like, then she looks up and she's scared. Like, what are you doing? How you get in here? That kind of stuff. And then I said, I don't need a key to come where you are. I am the divine. And it just came out so like calm. Then I was thinking, like, I'm saying it like, the Most High God is not going to let darkness overshadow me. What are you doing? This is not even your divine. This is not even your man. This is not you just want to be controlling, And she was like buck scared. So, and then her friends ran. So, I know she does tarot. And so I'm thinking like they readers. They call themselves light workers. But what she does is she hides behind the cross. So she hides behind the name, behind Jesus. And I'm like, okay, Yeshua is who I call Jesus, And she uses the Christianity to manipulate this man. And what she don't understand is that he knows this. And so the last time me and him had talked, I told him, he was like, I said, well, you have darkness follows you. You have dark people around you a lot. He's like, what? He said, I said, no, you just don't know. I just said it because I didn't even want to bring it to his attention. I'm like, that's not me. That's between him and the Most High God. That's between, all I need to do is just protect myself. And so I was protecting myself. And then the last time when I was with him, it was very relaxing, But I'm like this, y'all. The Most High God, I have patience because, I'm a Taurus sun. And that's the thing with me and him. I'm a Taurus. He's a Scorpio. I'm not going to say where things is in my chart, but I'm a well-balanced person. And I'm unique. And when I was young, people said that. Like like I told you, well, I don't know if I told you on YouTube, but I have Creek Nation. I'm a Creek Nation bloodline, which I am a natural healer. Like I was born with it, like knowing. And so spirituality has been with me from a long time, like 4 and 5 and things like that. My mom and dad and always talked to me about it. I have gotten my gifts from for both grandmothers on both sides, Native Indian. So it's not new to me. And the things like tarot is not nothing that I was drawn to. When I was 19, there were psychics that came to me and they was telling me what they seen, and they know that I had these gifts, and I didn't never embrace it like that. I embraced the holistic side of it, that medicine woman side of it. But as far as the tarot, it was my very first deck was called the Jesus deck, and it was in it was in 2000. I think it was, no, it was in 1998 or something like that. But I was drawn to it. It was one of those wicked stores that I was walking by, and something was, and the chorus was calling out to me to, and I was like, I didn't know nothing about tarot. I didn't even know there was tarot cards until until 2017. That's when I realized that was tarot cards. That was oracle cards. And when I went to the store, when I walked by this store, I'm like, I didn't never was drawn. It was, the guy was like he was afraid of me or something, and he was all gothic out. And I said, "You have a Jesus deck in here?" And he was like, "Yeah, we keep it locked up. How you?" And I said, well, he showed me, and he wouldn't touch it. The crazy thing, he wouldn't touch it. He would pick it up. He wouldn't put his hand on it. And I was like, yeah, I got that because how much it was expensive. But I had the money. So I was like, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to have. And he said it's only 2 made in the world. And I got that deck. So basically, it isn't supposed to be in there, because everything else was real dark and gloomy and stuff. It was just crazy. And there was this other lady in there. She was just standing still. And I'm like, what in the world? What's wrong with them? So that is as far as I got with tarot. Now, after my accident in 2017, when after my accident, I passed away for 30 minutes. So when I got out of that and I was recovering, the ancestors came to me, and I have pictures of some stuff, but they came to me, and they was angry with me because they said I wasn't protecting myself enough. I was protecting myself, but not enough. And then the tarot readers, the light workers, really, my accident was so severe. I had a severe concussion, and I could barely hear, barely see. I could barely talk or anything. I lost my memory. I didn't know my siblings. It was serious, and I was drawn to the light workers. I never listened to readings. Never, ever, ever, ever. And so I was drawn, and as I was listening, it was more like I was familiar. It's like I was familiar to the conversation. Then I start listen to the vibration, the meditation beats, which I was familiar with that, especially the native drums and things like that, and the wind and rain. So that's calmed me down. But I was listening to readers because I was familiar with that. It was very familiar to me. I understood it, and because like everyone, when a normal person would talk, they sound like jibber jabber, like yeah yeah yeah. Like I couldn't talk to my lawyer. I couldn't talk to my doctor. I had to I had to record them. I was recording them so I could listen to them later, because I would just say okay, okay. Didn't know what the heck they was talking about. But when I would listen to a reader, light worker, I understood them very plain. And I understood them plain. And then some things I would hear when a reader would say, well, this, and that. But then I would hear a dark, scary voice or a light voice. So I knew the dark, scary voice, I needed to ignore whatever they was talking about. So I know this sounds strange, but that is the connection I had with light workers. So, there was conversations. Just like now, I can listen to readers and I don't take it to heart. It's like I'm having a conversation without having a conversation, basically. And it's like I don't want to talk to nobody, So this right here is like my way of still communicating with people, but not communicating with people. Okay. Anyway, I said all of that because this female had no idea who she was dealing with. She didn't know, had no idea that she was dealing with an emperor, an empress. She had no idea that she was dealing with someone, because I'm not out there saying, oh, I know this. Oh, I see this. I'm not out there like that. I don't express none of that. When people come to me, I do my healing. I do all of that. That's why coming to YouTube wasn't my thing on this way. I like to keep it a secret and help people one-on-one like I normally do. And so for me to be on YouTube, there's a reason. And I struggled with it, but I come to grips with it. I don't care what nobody think, but I just want to be able to express myself. Because since my accident, I haven't really been able to express myself the way I normally do. So I feel uncomfortable. Okay. Now, my gifts is, I've always known I had gifts. It was never a secret. Never. It was never a secret. I have gifts that people, like this, like I said, this young lady, she did not know the power that she was dealing with. She had no clue. I did not know that my ancestors, I did not know that they was going to be like that neither. So she's going through something right now. Her and these two breeders, I feel that. And I was tearing up, I was wanting to cry because I feel sorry for them, but they have to learn not to do it again. Whatever the black magic they was putting on this man, this is not the first time they did this. And these women that she talked to that convinced her to do this, theirs is going to be, it's like 10 times worse than what they wanted to happen to me. And that's another story too. I have so many spiritual stories to tell on my journey where they don't want me to ever even meet my divine. And how I know this man was my divine, something happened where only he was able to reach me in that state. I was in a state where they said I was in between. The doctor said I was in between. So even though I was walking around talking, I was still in between worlds. That's what they said for 8 months. But when he talked to me, I was at a state where I could barely get up and I could barely move around. I didn't have the strength. But he had called and he said my name 3 times and I woke up. I woke up and I had this energy that I did not have. And the doctors even said, what did you do? What did you do different? I mean, what was it? And, I didn't want to sound crazy. So I just told them love, true love. And then they just laughed about it, but it was true. Because even a man I was dealing with over 25 years, he didn't even wake me up like that. It was so divine. And so it's different things that happen with me in spiritual. But this woman realized, now I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm the type of female, I'm not gonna beg nobody to be with me. If this man don't want to be me, cool. When we together, it's real. But his ego and pride will let him do ignorant stuff. That's on him. I'm happy. That's the thing. That's how you know. I am really happy. I'm happy because I know I'm loved spiritually. And I know that the Most High God is not going to let nothing or no one hinder me. So, these dark workers, I really feel sorry for you, and these women they're claiming to be witches in a dark way. There's some there's some light workers and some dark workers, and some witches that they know they witches. They do spells and things like that to bring harm to people. That is on a whole different level, and I don't have to deal with it. The Most High God will deal with you. And then you want to use his name at the same time. That's not going to work, my sister. So, that's between you and him. I'm not going to judge you on that. You judge yourself. Now, when you come into my realm and you trying to rule my house, we got a whole different story going on. Feel me? That's when I could judge you on what you're doing with me. But until then, this is your girl. And I hope you have the best weekend, because I'm loving it. Oh yeah, she's at it again. I guess she's mixing up a new portion. Miss Karmic done lost her mind.
Pulling out the coupe at the lot, told him 12 swat, busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the